Good afternoon, I'm Kelly.
And I'm Zach.
Welcome to 360 seconds of very serious BS news.
Today we're discussing issues such as sexting, the EU referendum, and students' views on university.
Did you know children as young as 12 or 13 are sexting now? We listened into some of PCSO Alan Aldersley-Byrne's talks to students, where he tells us how dangerous sending or receiving an indecent image can really be. Do young people understand what could happen if their image ends up in the wrong hands? Do they could be faced with criminal charges or put on the sex offenders list?
I did not know that.
Hello, my name is PCSO Alan Aldersley-Byrne, and I'm here today at Salisbury campus to talk to students about sexting. So we look at it like with an inappropriate image or an indecent image. We can't really define which or what an indecent image is. We can't rubber stamp one image and say that's indecent and that isn't. The way we look at it is that would you want your mum, or would you want your dad, or would you want your nan over a Sunday roast to see that image? Once an investigation goes on, and once you're on our database, if it flags up, employers could challenge it. Okay? Because employers now, they've got the right to look at all social media that you've got. You've got Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat, anything that you use for social media, they could look at. Okay? You think on Snapchat, all right, who's got Snapchat? Yeah, even I've got it. All right. You think once you take a picture, after 5 seconds it's gone? No. It's on a server somewhere in Switzerland. Someone can actually get that image if they wanted to. If they wanted to investigate something, the authorities have the right to get that image from the server. Remembering to think. Don't be pressured into something that you don't feel comfortable with. And if you want to have a chat with us, we're here. 101, that's the non-emergency number. Okay, that's where we can sit down, we can have a chat with you and discuss the situation. You've got teachers here, you've got the support on your doorstep, you've got the campus at your disposal. All right. You've also got websites such as CEOP, the Child Exploitation Online Protection Programme. You've got that. So that's why I'm just here, not to criminalise. I'm not telling you off, I'm not lecturing you. I'm just letting you guys think. And just remember that one word before you send is just to think.
With an increase in tuition fees, meaning that students are now paying for 1 year what they would once pay for 3, they're being posed the tough question of is uni still a beneficial next step?
Students are continuously told that university is the best option for them. But how do young people feel about spending 3 years working hard using taxpayers' money and potentially not landing themselves with a job after all of it?
Or thoughts about applying to uni? I have thought about applying to uni. I probably will apply next year, and I think it is beneficial because to get into the industry that I want to go, and you probably have to stand out from the rest. So you probably have to have a degree, then you stand out.
What industry is that?
Games development, or the gaming industry.
I have applied for uni. Yes, yeah. I'm going in September.
Exciting.
Yeah.
Do you think that university is beneficial to students?
Yes. Some universities and some particular kind of the way you go in life, it can help. Especially in our industry, it gets quite competitive because every other person our age wants to do the same thing. So getting the experience and getting kind of something that push you up a bit on the ladder of creativity can help a bit.
So do you think that university is beneficial for young people?
I think it depends on what you're going to do and what you're going to do, what your intentions after going to uni. Like if you're wanting to go into a particular career and you think you can get there without going to uni, then you might not need to go to uni, but it's down to the individual, and not university isn't always right for every person.
Did you find university beneficial for yourself?
For me, I think it gives a broad understanding of the subject that I did at uni, and has allowed me to see other jobs that are possible from that job, and gaining independence and things like that. So overall, I would say for myself, it is, but then, everyone's different.
Well, I've already been through the process once, and I'm about to do it a second time. And I think depending on the industry you're going into, it's definitely something worth considering. But then there are plenty of degrees out there that don't lead to a job at the end of them, so I always kind of question why anyone would want to do them in the first place.
I'm not going to uni. I don't think it's for everyone. I think people should decide wisely on what they want to do and if it will be relevant for the field of work that they want to get into.
A big conversation at the moment is, of course, the referendum, with changes affecting child benefits, migrant welfare, and much, much more.
I know that it gets quite heated, and I know that my parents have a particular view, and that they want me to kind of make my own view. So I'm sitting there like 6 o'clock watching the news and stuff.
Do you have any particular view?
No. I kind of want to leave the EU, but then I kind of don't because of jobs and stuff. But then I do get annoyed with like immigration and all that malarkey. So yeah.
I know some bits and bobs, but it's a bit conflicting. Me and my mum have both said that you hear one side make one point and you think that's quite a good point, and then the other side counter it and you're like, well, that's just as valid as well. So it's quite a tricky one to decide on, really.
It's a difficult question. At the moment I'm undecided. Hopefully as the time gets closer and there'll be more evidence to decide off of.
That's all for 360 seconds of serious BS news. Thank you for watching. Have a good day.